record, and we're recording, and it's working. So welcome to Elite Fitness Team Call on Monday nights. I hope Monday nights are good for y'all. I kind of liked it last week because it kind of gets us going, and then we have our Coach Basics call tomorrow night. And then this week on Wednesday night at 9 p.m., we're going to have a What is a Beachbody Coach call. I'll be doing that one. Kim's going to do one later. Jerry's going to do one. Whoever else wants to do one. There's really nothing to it. Just like everything else, we give you the slides and you put your own pictures in there. Be sure of this and know this and hold me accountable to this. Every month we're going to have a What is a Beachbody Coach call. Every month starting, and next Monday will be our first for this month. We're going to have a 5-day sneak peek closed group into what is Beachbody coaching. Next Monday, I'm going to start another challenge group. Our other one's about to run out, and I'm going to start another challenge group. So I'm super proud that several of y'all are starting your own challenge groups. But if you hadn't yet, then you're welcome to throw your people into mine. You'll always be able to do that. And then I think that's it for this month. But every month we're going to start doing those things because obviously most people don't know what Beachbody coaching is. And the only way that they're going to know is to have these opportunities for calls and to have these opportunities for insights into coaching. And I'm going to run the call even if nobody shows up. I'm going to run the 5-day sneak peek even if nobody's in the group. And that's just what the best of the best do, and that's what we're going to do. So a couple of things that I really thought about this week leading up into this call. And some of y'all know this, and some of you are new, and some of you may not know this, but I just wanted to reiterate this. So you can give me a show of how many, you don't have to unmute yourself, how many times should you, the minimum times that you should post every day? At least 3, right? At least 3. One thing that I listened to a call the other day, and they said this, and it really got me thinking, is why should you post a minimum of 3 to 5 times a day? And really what this one coach said was, she said, if you're not able to show up, this is the way people look at it. If you're not able to show up on social media or able to post 3 to 5 times a day or be consistent at posting, then why would they ever think that you could be consistent at helping them on their journey to be healthy and more fit and to be a better them? So really think about that. The other thing that I got to thinking about is I was talking to my brand new coaches in Seth and Miranda is, we talk about 21-day fix. We talk about size. We talk about Shakeology or what. Most people really don't still know what that is. I mean, if you talk to most people don't know what Beachbody is. Most people don't know what T25 is. Most people don't know what that is. You can't just assume that they know. And you don't want to be a advertising company for Beachbody. You want to be you. You want to be Travis Guthrie, somebody that cares about people, that wants to help people get, healthy and more fit, or Karina Cawthorn or Brian Darby or whoever it may be. You want to be that person, not Beachbody. Beachbody's $1 billion company. They sell themselves. You're trying to sell you. To be honest with you, that's what you're trying to sell. You're trying to sell you. So in that posting of 3 to 5 times a day, the one way that they can figure out what the 21-day fix is, or if it's fun, or if it's something they want to do, is by posting videos of you working out or a picture of you working out. For example, great post today. Seth had a great post. He was talking about, he's still having some back issues and stuff, but he showed himself, going for a walk. Brian and Bess posted some great videos of their size workouts and getting better at that and showing how they're progressing. Miranda posted a post today, and she had to take it back down after her friend didn't like her being seen in the video on Facebook. But, of her working out and having a great time with that. A lot of y'all, Kim, Jared, I mean, everybody, everybody's doing those things or have done those things. That's one thing that you got to consistently show every day. You can share a meal, whatever it may be. But don't only share that. Let people see into your life. Like Karina and Chad went on their vacation, and they posted some pictures of their vacation, and they posted some pictures of how they worked out on vacation. How did they survive? How did they eat better? But you've got to show up consistently 3 to 5 times a day, because that's what people are looking for. And what that'll do too is people will see, and right now you always know that you're planting seeds. You reap a harvest, you plant a seed. You may reap a harvest now, you may reap a harvest later, but they'll always be thinking about that. I was thinking about Travis today going back to school and stuff, and he's been posting and having these little fit clubs, and he's having a decent turnout at his fit clubs. Does he always want more? Yes, everybody always wants more. But when he goes back to school, there's going to be people that's going to come to him, teachers that's going to come to him, and they're going to say, hey, man, seen your workout, seen your things, what is that? Tell me what it's all about. So, but if people are not seeing you post consistently, if you only post once or twice every now and then they don't have a clue. If you don't know this, and some of this may be old news to some of you, but just because you have, let's say, for example, that Kim has 1,000 friends. I don't know how many friends she has on Facebook, but she has 1,000 friends. If she posts at 2 o'clock this afternoon, the reality of it is probably 30 of her friends are going to see that post. Not all 1,000 friends are going to see that. So that's why you have to have a plan and strategic plan in posting. Like for me, I post before 7 o'clock in the morning. I post after 3. I'll post around 5 or 6, and I'll post around 8-ish every night. Early in the morning, people are getting on Facebook or social media, Instagram, different things when they first get up. And then late at night, they're getting on it. And then throughout the day, people sometimes are checking things. So be consistent with those things. One thing that I'll tell you, and I've told a couple of coaches here recently, and I'm trying to do better about setting up coaches early. I think I did a decent job with my veteran coaches, but I'm definitely doing a better job with my new coaches. Why? Because I'm learning. We should always be learning. And so one thing that I'm trying to do is trying to set my new coaches up to do well early and you do well often. And I think we can all learn from those different things. One thing that I did read today that really hit me. What's up, Gigi? It said this. It was a quote that I had read today, and it said, you are capable of doing anything at any time that you put your mind to. Believe that. Think about that. You're capable of doing anything any time that you put your mind to. We're going to give you the tools, and I won't say a name, but I've been approached by somebody from another team a couple of times about they don't have training. They don't have anything, any kind of support. We're going to give you everything that you need to do to be successful. I can promise you this, and I'll say this, I believe it even more so now than ever. If you stick with us and you're here 2 years, 3 years from now, and you're consistent and you're applying what you learn and what we teach you, you are going to be successful. There's no way you can fail. The only way you fail is if you take that sentence that I said and said you're capable of doing anything at any time. If you start doubting yourself and you start thinking about quitting, then you won't be successful. You'll have roller coaster highs and lows, and your progress will be slow. The one thing that you have to go ahead and decide tonight is that you're not going to quit. Nobody's going to stop you, and you're not going to slow you down unless it's just not God's will for you to do this. And it'd have to be something obvious, But I think it's a great opportunity and a great time to be able to do these things. I will tell you this, and this is what I expect. All my personally sponsored coaches, I sent y'all a text the other day, and I did buy a little something that we're going to do together. Obviously, it won't be able to be all together personally, but it's just something that I think will help us to grow. When I do get that, I'm going to encourage my coaches to go buy their coaches the same thing, and it's going to be something that I think will help our team, and it'll help us all in this business aspect. And this is one thing I want you to think about too that really hit me this week when I was talking to Seth and talking to Miranda, and I talked to a few of y'all this week, but really talking to them. Miranda said this, and it made me think about when I first started. She said, and her daddy supports her in everything, but she said, I can't even get my daddy to buy anything. How am I supposed to get anybody else to buy it? And I thought, that's true. That's really how you look at it from when you first get started. But the reality of this is, for those that are true business builders that are wanting to do something big with this business does not depend on your mama or your daddy or your granny or your best friend or anybody else buying this. If that's all you're depending on, then you're not even probably going to get your Shakeology paid for. You have to start in small baby steps, but the reality of it is this thing is so much bigger than what you could ever imagine. For example, I'm going to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 9 people on this call tonight was never in the picture when I first started this. Never. I never thought about any of y'all being on this call or being on this team. I mean, that's how God worked it out, and he had a plan and a time for that, and that's how it works. You make a list, you work off of that list, but that list has to keep growing. So just know that as you go on to this business, you are going to get discouraged. You are going to want to quit. Tomorrow night, we're going to have a little bit of testimony on the Coach Basics from somebody that wanted to quit several times. I'm not going to tell you his name, or I'll just tell you his initials or Jared Durham. How about that? I'll give you a hint, okay? But he's going to talk tomorrow night. So if you can figure out who it is, then you're welcome to get on the Coach Basics call and hear from – I'm not going to tell you who it is. But anyway, so this is the meat of the call tonight. And I really want you to think about that as we go into the call. This is where it's going to open up, and I need your help so I can help you to work through these things. But know this as we get started. It says you are capable of doing anything at any time that you put your mind to. So the reality of it is, do you believe that? There she comes. You know, I was listening to something the other day. I'm always listening to stuff. And podcasts, if you don't listen to podcasts yet, podcasts are amazing. There's so many tools and so many things out there. If you don't know what podcasts are, call me, text me. Let's get on the phone and let's figure out what podcasts are so I can help you out. But everything that I listen to always talks about – let me close my door real quick. Always talks about this, and if I could get this through everybody's mind, the only variable for success or failure in this whole business is you. It's you. And I'm not going to tell you that you should be proud or you should be haughty or you should be patting yourself on the back all the time, but 2 or 3 years from now, if you're a successful coach, if you're able to be a stay-at-home mom or dad, or if you're tripled your income or whatever, pat yourself on the back and say, you know what? I did this. I mean, that's just the reality of it. You busted your butt to do this. If 2 or 3 years from now, if you're watching our team grow, because Lord willing, I'm going to still be here, and you're watching, I'm just going to say, you're watching Beth be a 5-star coach. I'm just making, I expect that out of Beth. I expect that out of all y'all, you know. But if you're watching Beth be a 5-star coach and you're not doing anything with it, then pat yourself on the back and say, way to go. It's your fault too. Your failure and your success depends on you. That's just the reality of it. So, saying all that, I want to know what things you're hearing that you're struggling with, that the excuses or reasons why people don't want to buy Shakeology, why they don't want to buy the workouts, why they can't do it. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you the one reason that I cannot debunk, the one reason that I can't. If somebody's not ready, if they're mentally not ready, I can get them there. But if there's a point where you really can't push them across that line, they have to go there themselves. But I'm going to tell you tonight how to help get them there. So who wants to go first? Give me your excuses. We can talk through it. Beth. Okay, you're unmuted, Beth.
I was having trouble. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, I guess the one we've talked about before is cost.
Okay.
And I've, learned some about how to talk about that. But the one that got me last week that kind of put me down and out for a few days was I had somebody that was going to sign up, her and her husband, and she read some reviews online about how horrible customer service is with Beachbody and how they were getting charged for things that they never ordered and how they were saying it was a huge scam. That's been the most trying one. I mean, I talked to her again, and she hasn't gotten back to me. So that's been my most difficult one recently.
Okay. So let me go ahead and start with this. This is what you'll get a lot of times. A lot of times you'll make a post about the 21-day fix or about a workout or about something, and somebody's going to say, the first thing they're going to say is, how much does that cost? And they say, I had London also. Okay. So the first thing they're going to say is, if you're talking about a challenge group, let's just say, generically, they're talking about a challenge group. And the first thing they say, well, tell me how much that costs. And this is the way I reply. I'm super excited that you're interested in this. The cost depends on what you decide to do. So let me find out a few things about you, and that's because I don't want to jump in and say, well, it's $140 because they don't even know what they're getting. They don't know why. So I always say, I'm super excited that you're interested in this. Let me find out about, even if it's a 21-day fix, I'm super excited that you're interested in this, but let me find out a few things about you to make sure that this is a perfect fit for you, because we have so many different options, to make sure that your journey and this program is the fit for you. And then I'll say, tell me a little bit about your goals. I go back to that. I dig into that. Tell me a little bit about your goals. Okay, they tell me about their goals. Tell me what you've tried before. Okay, tell me about a typical day for you. Tell me about, do you eat breakfast? See, what I'm trying to find out is, what have they tried before? Why do they really need to do this? You know, do they eat breakfast? If they don't, then Shakeology is going to be a great plug, you know, right there. You know, tell me, do you have any health issues? Oh, yeah, I got cholesterol, I've got blood pressure, whatever it may be. Shakeology is a great plug for there. Clean Eating is a great plug for there. I'm trying to find out all these different things before I just go vomit on them $140, you know? And then once I get through all those different things, then when I say price, then and they say that it costs too much, I always use the feel, felt, found. I always use that. I go back to that. And if they say that I feel like that, you know, $140, wow, that costs a lot. I know exactly how you feel, because that's how I felt. But what I found is I was spending about $4 or $5 a day on my lunch or on my breakfast, whatever, you know, whatever you want to say. And you say, you know, and then once I started doing the math on that, if it's $5 a day at 30 days, that's $150 a month I was spending. And then I was driving to the gym, that was gas, and then I was spending time. Y'all see where I'm going? You see where I'm going with that? And then what I actually found was this saved me time and money, plus I was able to get healthy, plus I was able to reach my health and fitness goals. And it was really just a no-brainer for me. Plus Beachbody, they offer a 30-day, you know, bottom of the bag guarantee. I had nothing to lose. And once I really give it my all for those, you know, 30 days, I found out this has been the best program for me. You know, how does that make you feel? So that's one of the cost things. The other thing is, and me and Beth had already talked about this before, was there is something negative out there about everything. And I'm telling you what my mind's thinking, you know, when she said that. Anything great has a negative review about it. I was just talking about my church earlier. I was talking about New Spring earlier, and I was talking about how people dog that out all the time. And so what I would share when somebody says anything negative about Beachbody or whatever, because you can find anything negative out there, I would share my experience with them. And I would say this: I've been a Beachbody coach for 2 years or 2 months or 2 weeks or 2 days or whatever it is that you've been, and I have yet to find anything negative about this company. The one thing that I have definitely found, though, is I'm in control of this process. I'm going to be your coach, and I'm going to make sure that you have the best experience possible. I'm going to make sure if you want to stop that Shakeology order, I'm going to help you counsel. I'm going to make sure that no matter what happens, I'm here for you. I'm going to be your first point of contact. And you know, I'm going to do all that. Once you do all that stuff, if they still don't do it, they're not ready yet. They're not ready. That sounds like a bull crap excuse to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I would ask them, I'd say, hey, Beth, do you trust me? Do you trust me? Yeah, Michael, I trust you. Well, let's take this journey together. It's 30 days. It's 30 days. I can guarantee you this. You're not going to lose any money, and you're not going to regret it. As a matter of fact, I've done this before. When I've had people worry about the money, I've told them, if you lose $140, I'll give it back to you. I'll give it back to you, because that's how confident I am that you're not going to lose $140, because I hadn't had anybody yet lose any money, and I've signed up a lot of people in 2 years. A lot of people. So that's where I'm just speaking from the heart when I tell these people. I don't have nothing to hide. You know, this is my experience. You know, so I don't know.
She may end up coming around. I mean, I took all your pointers and I talked to her, and you know, she may just have to sit on it for a little while and think about it. I don't know.
Here's the reality, Beth. The more that you post and share your journey every day, and the more that she watches you get healthy, lose weight, you know, the more she sees transformation pictures that you post on Tuesdays or Thursdays. And that's another little thing that you can post on Tuesdays and Thursdays, transformation pictures. Beachbody has lots of them out there. We've talked about how to do that before. And new coaches, I'll show you how to do that. But the more that they see it, the more they're going to start to believe it. And they're going to be like, there might just be something to this. You know, some people you cannot help, and you have to accept that, and you move on.
She was considering gastric sleeve surgery, so I was hoping.
Yeah, tell her to check the negative results on that crap.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, that scares me to death. That scares me to death. So who else has got one? I'm replying to my Easton, my son. Did you have any more, Beth? Okay. Who else? I know there's more out there than just, I mean,
Well, I've had a list of them lately.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm beginning to think that most of the people I know are really bad drivers because I'm just in a car wreck and I've got a broken wrist or a broken leg or 3 bulging discs in my back because of the wreck. I'm still recovering from a wreck. So a lot of mine are injury related. It just so happens that for the past 5 people I've talked to, it was all because of a car wreck. So I think I need to find safer drivers as friends, but injuries are a big one where they're like, I don't know what workouts I can do. So they're not really negative against the Shakeology, just doing a workout program at all.
Karina, let me tell you, I know that you've had some injuries and you like to drink and drive and you've had a lot of accidents. And I understand that you've got bad knees and your husband's a great guy and he's trying to get you to stop drinking and driving. Okay. And I'm just saying, but let me tell you about my coach. One of my coaches, Beth Darby, she went for like 4 months. She's got a heart issue. She's not able to work out and she lost like 30 pounds in like 4 months. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I can get you some before and after pictures and I can share with you her measurements and how much weight she lost. And she couldn't do anything at all. So don't worry about that workout. Nutrition's 80% of the battle anyway. So if I could get you with a great meal plan and Shakeology, which will help you, you know, it's the best meal of the day. It's radically changed my life. If I can get you a great meal plan, if I can set you up with Shakeology, get you a little workout that you can just possibly just work through a little bit at a time. Is that something that would interest you, you know, that would help you? And I know you'd see great results. Even with those injuries, is that something that would interest you? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, find out what their goals are too. Well, I just want to be able to lose weight. I just want to be able to be more, you know, and you give them something back to them when they ask you that. I don't care if you can't move. If you're wheelchair bound, I don't care. You can still lose weight and get healthy. Give them to me. You know? Go ahead, Jerry.
Karina, are you friends with Melissa Pridmore on Facebook?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. The name sounds familiar.
She's my cousin. You need to connect with her. About 2 years ago, Melissa was almost wheelchair bound. She was at about a 90-degree angle. She has rods in her back, and now she's doing, I mean, almost every workout we do. Right, Michael?
Yep. She scared me to death. She was so bad. Right. We got 3 examples: Brenda Chapman, Beth, and Melissa.
Okay.
So Melissa's the one that introduced me to Michael and the challenge groups. And at the time she introduced me to him, she was still barely walking with a cane. So it's pretty amazing to see in the past 2 years where she's come from.
She lives in my neighborhood. She walks it a good bit. It's amazing.
Did you see what Rhonda posted? Well, she said that Shaun T had a size workout of somebody doing.
Yeah.
So size is really something that, oh man, y'all still hear me? Size is really something that, everybody froze. Wow. messed up on here again. I might not know what's going on. You hear me? Yeah, you got me on your phone. Yeah. Can you hear me through here? Y'all can hear me through that. I can't hear y'all. Okay. So let me know something else. Somebody else has got I'm going, anyway, I'm not going to cuss, and I'm not going to get angry. It's all good. Just deep breaths. Okay. So, somebody tell me another excuse. Tell me something else that y'all can hear me. Tell me another thing that's slowing y'all down. And let me explain this. This is one thing that I've learned going through this process is experience. When I read the book Failing Forward, that's what this is. You screw up, you learn. Just like tonight, these last two calls, I don't know what's going on between my internet and all that different stuff, but it's alright. We'll get through it. But, you know, you have to mess up enough conversations. You have to walk away and miss enough sales, because that's the reality. That's what it is. You know, you have to miss enough opportunities to help and change somebody's life to be able to help somebody else. You know, it's part of it. We're not professionals at this, but why can we not be? You know what I'm saying? How do you look at yourself as you go through this thing? I really am not a nutritionist or whatever the word is, nutritionist. Yeah, not a nutritionist. I don't even know if that's a real word. But anyway, I'm not that either, you know, but I feel like I'm an expert in a lot of things now, you know. I feel like I've got the tools and I've got the outlets to help anybody reach any goal. And that confidence is something that you learn over time. But with that confidence, you start attracting people to you. You know, people look at you and they say, oh, yeah, Seth, he's serious about this, because here's the reality of it. People are watching you to see if you're going to quit, see if you're serious about this. Will Seth be here a year from now? I hope so. But only Seth can answer that, you know. Will Travis be here a year from now? I can go to each one of y'all and say, will that person be here? Only person that can answer that is you. And for you new coaches, I've said it before these calls, you have to get it across the line. You know, you have to get it across the line when there's no turning back. And when you cross that line, then people will see it. They'll know that that's in you. So, money, we got that. Everybody's not the time. I mean, everybody can kill the time excuse, right? Because they are using another product. Okay. One thing that I learned from Melody is this. Is everybody asks, they always post in the Dream Team or somewhere, which is Melody, Metro, a team, they'll say things like, how does Shakeology compare to blah, blah, blah? You can go ahead and try to compare what you have to anything else, but this is what I learned to say. You know, there's not another company out there that has the nutrition that we have in Shakeology, the meal plan that we have, the workouts that we have, and the accountability. If you want to go, you know, and buy your groceries from Costco, from Walmart, from Sam's, from Sky City, which don't exist anymore for you young people, but Sky City we used to be a cool store. But anyway, if you want to go to all these different places and buy everything and get your package, that's fine. But what we have to offer is the total package. I love that. Tell me another company that has that. There's not one. I promise you that. And that's one thing that I like about this. I don't know how, you know, Shakeology compares to what and blah, blah, blah. But what I do know is what Shakeology's done for me. It's done this, and this for me. And along with Shakeology, I've got a great workout. I love our team. It's, you know, our fit family is amazing. We get great accountability. So, I don't know how it compares to that, but this is what I know about what we have. And now they're like, and they might just go on. I had somebody the other week tell me that they loved, I can't remember what kind of stupid shake it was. It was something, but they liked it just because it gave them energy and stuff like that. I said, what's the health benefits of it? I don't know, but it makes me feel good. Well, that's good. I mean, you know, go smoke some weed, go shoot some crack or something up in your arm. I mean, that's what make you feel good, you know? I mean, but the reality of it is, how's it going to affect you 10 years from now? And I didn't tell them that because I didn't know them really good, but if I knew them good, I'd have told them that. Because that's the way people think. You know? You have to just share from your heart. And if they don't want to be a part of it, that's why you go for no, right? That's why you have 100 of them on there. And here it all goes back to you posting 3 to 5 times a day. Because 99.9% Kim, write that person's down, write those people's name down, you know, and I love doing this. I hate to see people fail, but I bet you 100% of those people that are talking about another product a year from now, they're still going to be, I'm just going to say what I think, they're still going to be fat, they're still going to be healthy, they're still going to be miserable. And you're going to be still there, you're going to be improving your life, having the highs and the lows of life, but you're going to be getting better, and they're going to come back around to you. Yeah, that's the reality. Look at most people at the gym. Most overweight people at the gym will still be overweight and unhealthy a year from now. Because they're just doing the same old monotonous thing. We've got something to help them reach their goals and to do something different. Anybody else? Brian Dog, I'm proud of you. I see you go for no sheet, buddy. I mean, I think I just wanted to call you on the call. Proud of you. You're doing good. Some of it was good for Brian Darby and a few other people. I won't tell you anybody else, but I'll give you their initials, Jerry Durham. I'm just saying, it's good fun. What else I got? Somebody tell me what she's saying, because I can't hear. Adapex. Okay. So, somebody has decided to do Adapex instead of this. Is that what she's saying? Jared? Miranda's not okay. Okay, I was talking to my aunt, a lady, and was telling her she didn't work out or anything. Miranda, that's where you have to really, with things like that, find out what their goals are. If their goal is to lose weight, especially somebody that's older. When I say older, I'm talking about me, my age, if they're wanting to lose weight or whatever it may be, find out what their true goals are. And you'll find out that it's got to be, if they say, well, I just want to lose weight, we'll say, okay, aunt or whoever it may be, how's that going to affect you 5 years or 10 years from now? Get them thinking about 5 or 10 years now. Adapex is not going to be good for them 5 or 10 years from now. If they've got kids or grandkids or whatever it may be, get them thinking about those things. If they don't make a change, how's your life going to look 5 or 10 years now? If you continue to eat like crap, people are stupid. I'm just telling necessarily not because I had a pig. So I had somebody talking about wrapping her belly the other day, and they could lose all the weight they wanted and eat like they wanted to. Well, you know, what does that do? I mean, come on, speak that to yourself again. Play that back in the recorder and see how that sounds. That's just crazy. You know, I could see, and I'm not knocking Miranda's young age, 21. I'm not knocking Miranda because she's 21. She just got commented, man. I didn't. But I'm not knocking young people. I can see somebody young, you know, I can see somebody that's 21 or 19 or 18 saying, hey, I want to lose some weight and I don't care how it affects my health down the road. But when somebody that's 30 years old or 40 years old, they need to be thinking about their health on down the road, 5, 10, 15 years down the road. Really dig into that with them, Miranda, and get them thinking about how is that affects? Does that help you with your health? Is that teaching you good habits? How's that affecting your kids? You know, what we're doing. Somebody was posting a workout and it was asking their kids. I can't remember who that was earlier. But really get them, dig into their why, dig into their ultimate goals, you know, and show them this is not a quick fix. This is something that can help them change the rest of their life. Because there is a lot of people out there taking nowadays. You know, how much does that cost a month? $100 a month, right? Something like that. Yeah. But this right here for $44, you get everything we get. Who else? But never vomit the $140 on somebody. I don't care what they ask you. You can always get around that and find out the goals and why, what they're doing now, what they've tried before, all those different things. Does everybody post their workout every day? Okay, if you don't start doing that, it's a big deal. Just share it. You never know. And here's the reality of it. Not just selling a challenge pack. I mean, it's not just about that. You're encouraging people. And be sure when you're posting stuff that you're not just about selling challenge packs. You know, I'm talking about that a lot because that drives your business and stuff. But share things in your code, in your post that adds value to people no matter what they're doing. I don't care if they're just walkers. I don't care, you know, what they're doing. But share things in their posts that encourage people and add value to them to make them want to be a better them. If they ever buy anything from me, that's fine. I told her, yes. I mean, there's so many different things, so many, the 21-day fix, and the 21-day fix, fixate book, and Miranda, I've got an extra one, and if you hadn't got it yet, if anybody else, it's a great book with lots of great recipes. If you got a sweet tooth, there's a lot of different ways to make things with Shakeology. There's all kind of different options in there. So share those things with people. Find out what they struggle with. If it's sweets, if it's restaurants, whatever it may be. Share those things with people. Anybody else? I don't want to keep y'all on your knees, but tomorrow night we got Coach Basics call. I'm going to figure out my internet thing before we Coach Opportunity call me tonight too. I got to. And you can be inviting people to that Coach Opportunity call, and I'll post a link. I'll post it probably at the latest of the Tuesday evening. I'll post a link for the Wednesday night Coach Opportunity call. Anybody tired? Okay, Jerry's not. So, Coach Basics call tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you got any new coaches that are in that Coach Basics group, make sure they're showing up every day. And I'm intentionally not posting anything on Saturday and Sunday so that everybody can catch up. I appreciate y'all showing up tonight. If you think of anything at all that, another excuse or another reason, you can always post a link and I'll help you with that. Everybody good to go? Okay, smile big for the picture. I'm going to get off this phone and I'm going to take a picture. Okay? Don't get off yet. So you got off. Who was that? What? Okay, we're going to take a picture. It was Ron. No, Ron. It was Kim. Okay, I'm going to take a picture real quick. Okay. Oh, that's me. Wait a minute, I'm taking a video. Oh no. Okay. 2. Let me get one more. 3. Okay. Y'all have a good night. I seen her.